I see a tremendous amount of opportunity right now for women in aviation. But one of the things I'm wondering, I just heard you say that you felt like your major obstacles were the financial, getting into it. But did you see being a woman uh, back then and now, or and has it changed as being an obstacle towards you getting into this, or being an asset?
Oh, it's complicated. It's something I don't want to oversimplify, and same as you, I just because I feel a certain way doesn't necessarily mean it's the same journey or story for every woman.
Yeah.
But I've been really lucky that I have support. I haven't had anyone tell me I can't do this. I've only had people tell me that it's going to be harder because I'm a woman. Actually, no, I haven't only had that. I've had people tell me that it's going to be really easy.
But in a not helpful way, right?
Yeah, in a very sarcastic, like you're gonna, it's in the bag for you because you are a woman kind of thing. And I know the people who have said that to me, I don't think they necessarily realize how hurtful it can be. They're not trying to be a jerk about it, but I don't want to be a quota filler. I don't think anyone wants to. I don't want to ever get where I am just because of a gender or identity. I think I earn it just as much as anyone else. And kind of going back to what other people say about it will be harder, I have found that a couple times. People will drill me a little bit harder on my knowledge to make sure I'm really getting something so that I can pass. And I watch them do a mock roll with a guy and they don't even dig into half the stuff they went into with me. Just refining my skills a little bit more just to make sure I'm gonna pass. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm overly sensitive about it at times, but I found myself kind of doing that as a flight instructor as well. I was a little bit harder on my female students or my students who, English was a second language for them, because I want them to get there and pass, and I don't want anyone to doubt them. So I found myself doing it, which was kind of crappy. But yeah, I think I've heard from other women definitely along the way that some really awful sexist things and people being touched inappropriately and put into really awkward situations because of their gender. But again, I've been really lucky that it's just been these microaggressions that I receive from people. And it's never this direct hateful thing that they're saying. It's just very subliminal. And I try really hard to have a thick skin and just write it off as ignorance. But yeah, it's there, it's present, and it does make it a little bit more challenging because I always wonder, am I just here because I'm a girl, or did I really earn it? And I don't think anyone should ever have to doubt whether they've earned something. And I'm a white woman, so to be have a different skin color, different from a different country, to be any sort of minority, it only goes tenfold beyond that. So who am I to say anything, because I'm still white? But there's great programs out there for this very reason, because kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, a lot of it does have to do with money. And generationally, I think pilots tend to come into this field because their parents were pilots, or it's in the family, and then it kind of it trickles down, right? And so things typically fall into place for you. And so people who are coming from the outside of that circle, either just because they don't have aviation in their family or because they are a minority, it's really hard to get in. And a lot of it does start with money and opportunity. And we all know this job is about networking. So if you're one of the thems and not the us, it's even more difficult to get in. And so, yeah, every now and then I feel that as a woman, but at the same time, I've got a great support community from other women and men as well. Great men out there who've supported me along the way.